Well, welcome, Cancer. Welcome to your reading. This is a monthly reading for the sign of Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for the month of November. And I'm just burning a little Palo Santo. I'm clearing the air and clearing the energy between the readings. I love the way it smells. So my name is Rayne. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for coming to my channel. I am a tarot reader, psychic medium. I am a seer of sorts, and this is just one of the ways that I'm helping to raise the vibration on the planet. So thank you for being here. I am going to be working with a couple of different tarot decks this time, as well as an oracle deck. I'm also going to do some scrying, which is staring into a crystal ball and channeling a message just for you. All right, so this is a general reading. And so what that means is that I am tapping into the general energies. And what I am going to do is I read the most prominent and strongest energies. So that being said, take what resonates and leave the rest. If it doesn't resonate, you'll know. Don't try to make it fit. But if it resonates, you'll know. Yes, and I urge you to check out the other readings for your Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. That will give you more insight into what is happening. And some months you may resonate more with your rising sign or your moon sign, let's just say. And yeah, I know that that's the case with me. All right. And so time is an interesting thing. As Einstein says, time is relative. And so if you are drawn to this reading, let's just say a year from now, and it resonates, then it's your reading. You'll know if it resonates. And so I'm going to set the intentions. I have a hair on my lip, and it's going to bother me unless I get it off. Okay. I'm going to set the intentions. All right. I ask my angels and my guides to be present with this reading. The sign of Cancer, lovely Cancer. Allow the messages to come through in a clear and concise way. I ask to be an open conduit for those messages. Let it be what we need to hear in the here and now. And I ask that it be in the highest and greatest good of all involved. And so it is. All right. Are you ready? Are you ready, Cancer? All right. I'm going to start with the Golden Universal Tarot deck. Really beautiful deck. And so, if you haven't yet, give this a thumbs up. It helps me, but it also helps other people to find or see the video, because sometimes YouTube doesn't even push my videos unless people hit that thumbs up. This thumbs up. And if you don't like my personality, you know, there are other card readers. You don't have to leave me a nasty, mean comment. Okay? I just want to remind people that even though we're not face to face, you can still have manners and not pick each other apart. Cancer. Our beautiful, lovely Cancer. My daughter is a Cancer, one of my daughters. And my sister's a Cancer. And I've had Cancer lovers. And they're very sensitive. But we need the sensitives in the world. The world has too many insensitive people out there. And so I'm always grateful for our sensitive people. All right, what do our Cancers need to hear for this month? Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. No, no. I almost took it, but then Spirit said, nope. What does Cancer need to hear during this time? Cancer gets 4 cards. All right. Well, your card came out, so you're stepping into your power, my dears. Coming out of something heavy here, but it's moving you toward greatness and toward the end of a cycle. But it's not just an end, it's a completion. I like to say that. All right, so the first card that we have here is the 5 of Pentacles. And the 5 of Pentacles is any of the 5s. They tend to be not necessarily lower vibration, but they're kind of a heavier energy, okay? And so the 5 of Pentacles is all about feeling left out in the cold. These 2 people are standing they're like beggars or something like that, but they're standing in the snow. And this is the window of a church. And the church is welcoming of them. And so they could just walk into that church, but they are choosing to stay out in the cold. But they feel left out. But they are creating that scenario themselves, okay? That's what this energy, that's what this card is. It's feeling left out in the cold. And then we have the Nine of Wands. And the Nine of Wands is the wounded warrior. So Cancer, this month I feel like you're all up in your feels, okay? So the Nine of Wands, see this guy? He's been wounded. And therefore he has put up a protective wall around himself. It's not a real wall, it's just wands, but he wants to protect himself so that he does not get hurt again. That's what this energy is, okay? And so, yeah, you've been feeling left out in the cold and you're protective. Those are pretty straightforward messages, Cancer. Unless you're dealing with, for some of you, you might be dealing with someone who is acting this way to you. Acting defensive, because the Nine of Wands is a defensive energy. It's defending something to protect. But I do want to remind you that defense is a form of attack, whether or not you realize it. So either if this is you or another person, maybe you're dealing with someone who's acting like this, and they feel like they're, you or the other person feels like they're protecting themselves by being defensive, but that is a form of attack, okay? It's it just is. It's just a different way of going about it. But if you're not the one who's feeling left out in the cold, you're dealing with someone who feels that way about you and feels that you're leaving them out in the cold, even if it's them who's they're doing it to themselves. Oh, and if you see me doing this a lot, it's because it's cold out here. I'm in my office and the heat is not working. And so I have this heating blanket on me and it's warm and cozy. But anyway, my hands are cold. Anyway, but then the next card that comes out is a major arcana. It's the Moon card. This is water sign energy, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. I believe it's you, my love. This is your reading, Cancer. And here you are, the moon. See, the moon is shining and eclipsing the sun. This is new cycles, new phases, as also depicted by the next card, which is the World card, the last card in the major arcana. The full completion of a cycle and a phase so that we can start something new. And I see that with, and I'm really emphasizing this eclipse energy here. I don't know if we have any eclipses going on in this year, but the energy is when we eclipse things out of our lives, but also when things are eclipsed out, other things come in. But what I'm also seeing here, dear Cancer, is that you are standing in your power. Regardless of any of this heavier energy, you are standing firm in your own personal power and space. And that's beautiful because this is helping you to move on to the next cycle and phase, which is really beautiful thing. Okay. It's not the ending necessarily. I like to say it's the completion. Okay. So now we're going to pull some cards out of another deck to gain more clarity. This is the Healing Light Tarot. And so I ask my angels and my guides to please guide the reading to help bring clarity to the reading that's already in session. What do our Cancers need to hear for the month of November? I ask that the first card that comes out be the underlying energy for the month of November, please. What is the underlying energy or the theme for the month of November for our Cancers? What do they need to hear during this time? Cancer. It's the underlying energy for Cancer. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Nope. So the underlying energy is the Ace of Swords. This is the card of communication, new communication, some kind of communication. The thing is that we are in Mercury retrograde during this time. Okay. Mercury is the planet for communication. And a lot of times during a Mercury retrograde, I mean, communications can go awry. Things go crazy they don't always. Communications can be very difficult during this time, misunderstandings. But also what can happen during Mercury retrogrades is that it can bring around people that we need to resolve things with, okay, in order to have resolutions. It can bring in past lovers, or any number of things, but a lot of times it does bring in past lovers that we need to resolve issues with, and they'll come in, we'll resolve it, and many times then they're gone again. Okay, Mercury retrograde is really good for doing that. But I feel like during this time, communication is something that's emphasized for you, regardless of the Mercury retrograde. All right, so what's going on with this Five of Pentacles, please? Some clarity on the Five of Pentacles. What's going on? There we go. The Knight of Cups. This is you, probably. The Knight of Cups is a water sign energy, but it's also signifying coming in and offering a cup, offering of emotions. When it's in correlation with this Five of Pentacles, I feel like someone came in and offered some emotions, and okay, there's a couple scenarios coming through. Someone came in, offered the emotions to the other person, and the other person turned their back and was like, left this night out in the cold. Okay, that's for some of you. For others of you, there is someone that you're dealing with who feels left out in the cold, and you are offering to them your emotions because you don't want them to feel left out in the cold. Remember, people are in charge of their own reality, right? Like this Five of Pentacles, whoever it is that feels left out, it's because they choose to be left out. They feel left out, yet they're the ones who are initiating it. And now, you know what I'm saying? And so you're offering, so for some of you, you're offering your cup to someone who is withdrawing and being like, oh, I'm left out in the cold. And you're like, no, you're not, here. And that could be healing to them. And that really could. But don't give at your detriment, dear Cancer. For those of you, if that's your scenario, don't give at your detriment. Remember, you need to conserve your energy for you as well. That's the message that's strongest that's coming in. Okay, what's going on with this Nine of Wands, please? The Nine of Wands. Okay. Scorpio got this card as well. The Eight of Cups. The Eight of Cups is walking away from something that is no longer serving. See how he's walking away from these 8 cups. That's a lot of cups. And he's walking toward the mountains, toward the higher ground. He's walking toward new horizons. Going toward new horizons and leaving something that is no longer serving. Again, I see emphasis on this moon. And it makes me think of this moon. The eclipse. And then there's something with the moon for you guys. I know that the moon is the card for Cancer in Major Arcana. But I feel like either the new moon or the full moon cycle, something is going on, but there's going to be some clarity around that time, okay? So just pay attention to the moon cycles, okay? I'm just really feeling that. All right. I'd like some clarification for the moon card, please. What's going on with the moon card, please? For the sign of Cancer. Lovely. We've got the Ace of Cups. This is a new emotional offer. This is oftentimes associated with love, a love offer, a brand spanking new love offer. It's an ace. It's a 1. It's a new beginning in love. And I feel like this knight here is offering his cup. And then we've got this Ace of Cups on the moon. There's a lot of watery energy here. I mean, leaving cups behind, giving of cups, new cups. I can't help but notice on this cup above it, see this wheel? See this circle with the X in it? It's a very ancient symbol. It's found within almost every single culture. I think this is associated with the wheel. It's also associated with the swastika in certain clans or tribes of Native Americans. But it's also found in paganism. It's found all over the world. You can find that symbol. It's very ancient. This is a very deep, watery love, okay? Especially since the Ace of Cups on top of the moon card. And what's going on with this World card, please? Yeah, either it's a new offering of love from you or to you. One of the two. Take it as it resonates. What's going on with the World card, please? The Queen of Pentacles. This Queen of Pentacles is lovely. And in this particular deck, she is very pregnant. So for some of you, there might be pregnancy involved. Not everybody, I'm just saying. In this particular deck, she's pregnant. But also, the Queen of Pentacles. This is earth sign energy. So for some of you, you might be dealing with someone with an earth sign in their chart really heavily, like a Taurus, Capricorn. I'm going blank because I'm channeling. Yeah, this is earth sign energy. It's really grounded, but she's birthing things in the physical world. Okay? She's full and she's abundant and she's birthing new things. And for some of you, pregnancy is involved, especially right next to this Ace of Cups. And that's not going to resonate with everybody, but she is full of life and she's bringing things into fruition. She's bringing things into physical form, very much like the Empress. Okay, so now the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to do a little scrying. I'm going to pull out my little crystal ball here. This is a clear quartz crystal. And I want it to, let's see if my camera will focus on the crystal ball instead of my face. Don't focus on my face. Anyways, it's lovely. And so I ask Spirit to help guide the message. Allow me to channel the message that needs to be heard by the sign of Cancer during the month of November. Wow, there's already like a bunch of words coming through. Look to the heart. Look to the heart of the situation. Things are not always as they appear on the outside. Hence the defensiveness. There is no need to defend something that is true. The truth will set you free. Be in the here and now and allow. There will be a new beginning. Don't lose hope. Wow, somebody needed to hear that. Somebody needed to hear that. All right, well. So funny. Okay, so I've been like channeling songs for each of the signs. And I don't know why it's funny to me. Church hymns keep coming through. And so for you guys, it's, if I had a hammer, I'd hammer in the morning. I'd hammer in the evening all over this land. I don't even know all the words to that song, but do, 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 do. If I had a hammer, I'd hammer in the morning. Some of you are really hard at work, I feel like. Yes, working on something. I don't know what that even means. For somebody, that means something. My hands are cold. All right, so now what I am doing, I am pulling 3 cards from the Keepers of the Light. My ear is just ringing. That only happens when I'm channeling, by the way. All right, so, yeah, if I had a hammer, I'd hammer in the morning, I'd hammer in the evening all over this land. You're ready to get some shit done. All right, what do our beautiful sign of Cancer, what they need to hear during this time, November? Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Wow, interesting. One more card, please. All right, and there it is. All right. So I'm sitting here singing church hymns, and who pops out but Master Jesus, okay? Forgiveness. That's a really powerful one. We forgive ourselves and we forgive others. You are on the path of light, love, and forgiveness. Father healing is possible during this time. For some of you, you're having father issues. Not all of you, but for some of you. But this is the path of forgiveness. To forgive others, they don't have to be present in our lives. You can forgive someone whether or not they're here, whether or not they're living or dead. Sometimes we need to forgive ourselves because we were all growing and learning. Sometimes we do things that are not the best thing. And if we have a realization about a situation and it causes us to feel heartache, like we know we've done something wrong and hurt somebody, forgiving ourselves is the best thing that we can do so we can move on, so we can keep going. And it says you're on the path of light, love, and forgiveness. That's really beautiful. And then we have Commander Ashtar. Commander Ashtar, Master Jesus and Commander Ashtar. I think Ashtar says call to action. He's very like universal. He's very galactic. Okay. He's a galactor. He's a galactic commander. Okay. Take charge. Lead by example and walk your walk. If I had a hammer. He gets shit done, okay? I'd hammer in the morning. This guy, he's a galactic commander and he gets shit done, okay? I'm just saying. He gets his hammer out and he hammers in the morning. Take charge, lead by example, and walk your talk. Heck yeah. All right. So I'm pulling one more card for you. From this beautiful deck that was gifted to me, and so I cherish it. It is called the Mushroom Tarot deck. All right, Google search it. I am studying mycology, and so I find this to be quite lovely, and I just cherish it. It is the Major Arcana, and so I'm just going to pull one card. One card for the sign of Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What does Cancer need to hear? Just one more card during the month of November. Whoa, slippery. What does Cancer need to hear? What does Cancer need to hear? Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What does Cancer need to hear? So sweet. I'm so glad you got this card. You got the Star card, Aquarius. Here's the star here. Star is also wishes coming true. Very interesting. I do believe this is the Amanita muscaria. It's either the Amanita muscaria or the Amanita pantherina. I am not sure. Check it out. There's the Amanita muscaria. I think I'm going to call it Amanita muscaria because I've been studying that specific mushroom actually. Surrounded by the star, giving water to the waters, giving water to the earth. It is nourishing. It is in touch with the emotions and grounded, in touch with the earth, and our beautiful earth will guide us. But this is the card of wishes coming true. This is like something you have been manifesting, that you've been working toward, and you've been trying to bring into fruition. And then now you're starting to see the fruits of your labor. For others of you, it's saying make a wish because the universe wants you to thrive. Okay. So Cancer, I'm going to wrap it up right there. Thank you for being here. I'm going to send you off with a blessing. Okay. I love you so much, Cancers. Thank you for shining your light in the world and being your beautiful selves. If you like my energy, give this a thumbs up. Hit that thumbs up button. If you want to be notified when I upload new videos or go live, hit that little bell icon and you'll get notified when I put new things up. If you are interested in a personal reading where I just focus in on you, check out my Etsy page or just get a hold of me and we can work something out. All right. And until next time, I send you off with so many blessings. May the month of November be everything that you need it to be. All right. Bye, dears.